So with this next technique, we're going to look to apply some of the drills that we did in the warm-up section, and we're going to show it sort of in more real live time and why it applies. Sometimes when you're escaping out of situations, you find yourself having to escape multiple times. And what I mean by that is you may go from like a cross-eyed situation where you're stuck underneath somebody, you get out, but since they're already on top of you, they're going to try and attack you from the top again. What I mean by that is just this right here. So sometimes you find yourself in one bad position, which you're able to get out of, and then you find yourself in another defensive position. So this is really common, and I would find myself in this place a lot. Stefan's looking to already start taking my back, right? So as opposed to just turtling, and for ages I would just turtle up, and although I was a wonderful turtle and nobody could unturtle me, it also meant that I couldn't do anything myself. So in order to break out of this position, what you want to think about is, Stefan's objective is to try and get a seatbelt grip or to try and secure me, right? He's going to ultimately try and take my back. So what I want to do is I want to be able to prevent that by dropping my shoulder and my head down to the mat and sealing off the opportunity for his hand to come in. Once I've done this, if you notice my butt started going up in the air, I want to be able to force his body over, right? So Stefan's going to be trying to wrap his arm around my waist, and I want to start posting and driving my body into him. This hip motion right here, I need this in order to get a little bit of momentum. So I'm going to build up some tension here, and then I'm going to look to explode out, swing my leg over, and I've reguarded. So again, we're here, I'm in a bad position. I explode out, I manage to get to my knees, but Stefan puts me back in a defensive situation, and I need to roll right back out. Here, inside the guard, I come back to a neutral position. If I want, I can play a closed guard, spider guard, or I could push back and start to set up something else. Now I want to go into some detail about the mechanics of how I'm supposed to place my shoulder and my neck on the mat so I'm not hurting myself. Guys, we're not trying to roll our head in between our legs. We're also not looking out to the side, nor are we looking in towards our partner. I need to be able to, just like a break fall, place my head and shoulder on the mat so I'm able to roll on a diagonal over my body. So when I'm here and Stefan starts applying pressure, it's actually not hurting my neck. What's happening is my hip's actually taking more of the weight. So my hip is what's going to drive into him, and as he pushes back into me, that's fine, okay? If I have my head here, that's where it's a little bit dangerous because then you're applying a lot of pressure to the base of your head. So remember, you want to be able to put your shoulder and your head on the mat, and again, the pressure should be taken right around your hip. You're going to be driving in with this post. When you look to roll through, I'm looking to drive my hand through, roll over both my shoulders, and my heel is going to be weighted and kick around.